Hey guys, welcome back. It has been a while. I hope everybody had a happy holiday. And I will just get right into it because, as you see, we have a new toy, which for all practical purposes is a big honking BB gun. This is the Umarex Hammer. It's a 50 caliber PCP rifle. So I'm just going to give a brief overview of the rifle, and at some point there will be a full review of the rifle. But for now, just kind of go stem to stern, from muzzle to stock, and pretty much show you what it's all about. Starting off up here, this is a barrel shroud, and this is just a little neat sock that it came with, but the shroud is removable, so the barrel is fully free floated inside of the barrel shroud. So it's, purported to be a fairly accurate barrel, which is fully rifled 50 caliber. This is the carbon fiber tank. I'm trying to think of the actual size. I think it may be 24 inches the actual size. And you see there is a gauge which goes to 6,000 PSI. And our fill is 4,500 PSI. So this is purported to be, or advertised as, the most powerful PCP or air gun in production. The handle is, interestingly enough, Magpul, so it's a grip that a lot of people will be familiar with, and you should be able to see at this point in the configuration that it is a bullpup, meaning that the receiver is located behind the trigger mechanism. Which means that the barrel really starts back here, and that lets you have a lot longer barrel with a shorter profile. Going into the receiver, this right here is a removable 2-shot magazine. Here is a vent port. This is where if there is an overgas situation, which is kind of a common thing, is designed to vent excess gas or air for safety purposes. There is an actual emptying screw right here that is also designed to to aid in emptying the chamber for safety reasons, if need be. There are screws. Let's see. There's a tapped portion right here, or threaded portion right here for, I would assume, for a strap, but I will actually end up getting a scabbard for this, so just to backpack it in. So that's pretty much this side of the rifle. If I flip her over, same deal. Sorry for the camera work there. If I flip her over, here, I'll do this to make it a little bit better. You will see that there is this bolt right here serves as a safety, which ultimately will prevent the bolt from moving. It is just a screw in, screw out type of deal. It's that simple. When it's screwed all the way in, the bolt will not move at all. And in order to manipulate the bolt or fire the rifle or do anything, you have to then loosen up this. I really don't like that because there's always a chance that you can lose it. And it's really weird finding that sweet spot where it actually works, but it is what it is. This right here is a shroud that prevents the magazine from coming all the way out. And if anyone's seen any of the prototype versions of this rifle, because there were prototype versions of it that people were hunting with on YouTube, some of the big pros were, for years, they had larger magazines. So I guess they decided on a 2-shot magazine, and this is a magazine release, but this right here is a stop, and their longer magazines were just longer. So they just allowed for more shots because it's basically a horizontal feed. And typical safety, fire safe, as well as right here is our fill port with a, with a cover. If I can get that off. There's our fill port. All right. I think the tank carbon fiber is, like I said, I think it's a 24 cubic inch, could be, but like I said, it's 4,500 psi max fill. There is a standard rail on top. I have pulsar thermal scope attached to it. It's primarily going to be a night hunter, so probably mostly predators. And so what do we shoot out of her? Well, this let's say these are 51 caliber, which seems to be, it's a 50 caliber threaded barrel, but 51 caliber may be the way to go. We'll find out. I have a combination of both 50 and 51, including some ball. We'll see what happens. Another thing is this guy is loud, so in order to compensate for that, it's about as loud as a regular firearm. Is that because it is a PCP rifle, there's no paperwork whatsoever needed for a can. So, and if you kind of look in there, construction-wise, it's not that much different from any other kind of can. But in either event, Donnie FL seems to be the guru of air gun cans, and he makes a can specifically for this rifle, which includes an adapter, or shroud adapter, if you will, along with the can, and another adapter as well. The next time you see it, it'll just have it on there. I probably won't do a video of putting it on, and the only reason I haven't put it on yet is I wanted to do this video, and once it's on because I'm going to use some Loctite. So that's pretty much it. I'll do some videos when I get a chance to shoot it. And unfortunately, unless I set something up here, which I'm not sure if I can feasibly do, I'll probably still have to pay and go to a range just to shoot it until I have a chance to kind of get out in the woods. So there we go. Oh, also, you may think, how do you fill it? No, we don't pump it up, and we don't use the air compressor in our garage that we normally use with our car tires. So Umarex also makes this handy dandy air compressor, which is designed specifically for the kind of pressures needed to fill this guy up. And it's also runs, I have the cables here to attach it to the car so we can run this remote directly, out in the field, as well as regular plug-in for AC power. But you pretty much set the PSI, in this case, let's say 4,500, and hit the on button, and she fills. Takes maybe about 15-20 minutes. So, but that's as much as it would take to fill the rifle. And from there, a lot of people also will use scuba tanks as a way of carrying air into the field. So I'm kind of looking for some used scuba tanks, or I may even get some new carbon fiber tanks, but we'll see on what kind of sizes I can get for whatever price, and assorted hoses. So that's also something to consider. All right, guys, once I get a chance to take her out and sling some lead, I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, for all practical purposes, it is a seriously high-powered BB gun. And if you're going to ask how high-powered, if you just check it out on YouTube, there are guys hunting everything in North America with it, from bear to antelope to deer to wild hogs to coyote, you name it. If you look at the numbers there, you are comparable to what most people carry every, like your 45 ACP pistol that you're carrying is kind of comparable as far as some of the velocities and sizes. And there's enough energy there to take down, to do humane kills of most animal or ethical kills, however you want to look at it, at most North American animals. And there's plenty of people out there doing it. So I actually cannot wait to get this thing into the woods and do some predator hunting with it. All right, you guys have a good one.